create, relate, erase the hate. Our memories, these things we make. Each stitch we take our time. We take each word, we make them rhyme. We on, we off, these flaws we fraud. To mend is all, to walk the dog. We tune, we zoom, the room, the loom, the birds, the boughs, the stars, the moon.
Hi everyone, welcome to Stitching It. My name is Stephanie and this channel is all about my hobbies of cross stitching and diamond painting. And I'm coming to you today for a WIP update, and actually it's a little bit of a special one because it's closest to my YouTube anniversary, or Flosstube anniversary as we call it in the cross stitch world, which means that I've been making videos for another year, and this is actually my 5th YouTube anniversary. I've been making videos for 5 years on YouTube, and I have 100 and something videos out there. So anyway, a lot of things have changed since I started making them in the last 5 years ago. And I just wanted to take a little time to celebrate today. We'll have some giveaways, and also, oh yeah, I'll be able to share my finishes with you and talk about my hobbies. And but before we get started, I wanted to take some time to show you guys some highlights from the last 5 years of what I thought were my favorite moments, basically, on Stitching It over the last few years. So before we get started, just take a look at that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been a few years, and I still like making YouTube videos, but I also like to make content for mostly Instagram. I spend most of my time on Instagram, but it's a different format. It's more short bursts. You can still get creative. I love to do reels and TikTok sometimes. So join me on those other platforms if you're interested, or say hello if you've been around on YouTube as a subscriber for a while. And like I said, we'll have some giveaways coming up, but I want to get to the finishes first. So these have been sitting. I've got 2 finishes today, and they've actually been out in my house display. One of them is on the wall, but they've been waiting to be shown for a while, and so I'm excited to get to show them to you. So and if you follow me on Instagram or something, they're not going to be like big surprises or anything. And really, these are projects that were called in WIP Go. If you haven't heard of WIP Go, it is a group and a method or a game by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and she basically makes a bingo board. You make a bingo board for your WIPs, and she calls 2 different numbers every month that you can choose to help focus your work on, and so this was a January WIP Go piece for me, and this is Owl Forest Embroidery, Southern Land. I showed it on my last Flosstube. I was about 83-84% done, and I finished this on February 13th, and I have framed it myself, and just from a frame that was on just off the shelf from Michael's, and I did it myself. And I love it. You know, I have been kind of, whoa, I'm bumping into my light here. Let me just, okay. Yeah, it's such a beautiful piece still. And yeah, I mean, I thought that the blue frame that I found was a really good find. It wasn't inexpensive. With the coupon, you know, it was around $30. But it kind of tones down the red, you know. There's a lot of dark reds and bright reds in this one. And it's only 4 colors, like I've said before, but and this is on 36 count light mocha from Zweigart with 1 strand over 2 threads, and it's the Owl Forest Embroidery colors except for the dark blue, which is DMC. I think it's 930. And it's gorgeous. Okay. So I might put a picture of where it is on the wall in the house. Obviously it's not there right now, but I didn't have to move some pictures around to get it the way I wanted it. But I like how it is now. So one of the things I did want to mention, this is a Russian design company, and I haven't really, I don't know, you know, nobody has, I've seen a little bit of backlash against some Russian designers since the war in Ukraine has started, but Owl Forest, you know, is I don't know, I've had really positive experiences with them as a company, and I know others have had too, and I don't know where they stand on those particular issues, but you know, as a cross-stitch person, you know, especially when you do like to stitch things from other cultures and other countries and around the world, you know, it's a little bit confusing how to approach war in the 21st century. You know, do you stitch something from this country or not? So anyway, I didn't know if there was any particular, you know, I finished this before it all started, so I didn't do anything special in the embroidery to try to memorialize Ukraine or anything like that. But I'll show you what I did pull out. I'll skip to a WIP right now. 2x2 Stitch Art is a Ukrainian designer that's on Etsy. And I realized I already had a project by her that I hadn't pulled out since last year. It was not one of my projects that I was planning to work on this year, but I really wanted to at least find something in my stash that would have qualified for, you know, Stitch for Ukraine, or just think about the conflict that's going on and the people of Ukraine. So, like I said, this is 2x2 Stitch Art. It doesn't really have a name, the pattern, you know, it doesn't. So, I don't know, it's just Rose Sampler. We'll call it Rose Sampler, okay? And this is 1/1 on 32 count with the DMC 115 variegated garnet. I have lots of those. Oh, and I'll show you these bobbins in a little bit. I made them myself, okay? So that's kind of a new hobby I have I'm going to talk about that is part of the giveaway, really, okay? Just letting you guys know. But this is where I'm at. I've gotten some good work on it. It was already a start, so it's not a new start. And it's so pretty. I mean, these link border, that's the hardest, but you don't have to refer to the pattern when you're working on it. So once I get in a groove and I just kind of get going, it's been kind of fun. And I've got another, I'll put a picture up there, of course. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated, but I'll put a picture up, and I've got another border of this link borders on the inside, but then I'll get these squares and sort of the meat and potatoes of the project. So I seem to have lost my needle. All right. So that is both sides of the conflict. We've got a Russian piece and a Ukrainian piece. But what really getting me started, because I usually, what happens is I'll start doing something, which is 1/1 count. This is basically, there's a few of them on Instagram that are like doing teeny tiny 1/1 stitching, and I decided I had to do it too. So I already had this other pattern by 2x2 Stitch Art, and it is I'll put a picture up. It's a Tolkien quote, J.R.R. Tolkien, "Not all those who wander are lost." It's very nice. But I decided, okay, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to get out. I had a spool of, I hope I got rid of that thing because I had tangled it all up. This is my new one that I got to replace it. But this is Gutermann Decor, and it's a polyester thread, a sewing thread, embroidery machine, or just sewing thread. And it's got a little bit of sheen on it, and it's actually just the right amount to show you. This is what it is. I've been doing it 1/1 on 46 count linen. Okay, let me get out. Where I didn't bring my glasses down here because I do need magnification. Let me see if I. Ooh, turning on this light might help a little bit. Because okay. We'll see how. Well, okay, I'll show you first without the light. We'll see how it goes. 1/1 on 46 count. I'm going to get as close as I can. This stuff is very tiny. But I'm using, like I said, sewing thread, not floss. And I'm just using a regular size, a 28 size needle, which is fine. And I love it. But I can only do like 100 or 200 stitches a day. I've done more, but I'm saying like it's really teeny tiny, and I have to have really good light. Yeah, the fabric makes this real squeaky noise when you're pulling it through. Okay, anyway, I didn't mean to start sewing on camera. How do you know you're a cross stitcher when you start cross stitching when you're supposed to be showing it? So okay, that's where I'm at. I'm almost through with knot, okay? And some of the border. So those are my two projects that I'm carrying around. Oh, I hope you guys notice I got out my Q snaps again, okay? I've been stitching in hand for a long time exclusively, right? And I've been having just more hand pain from grasping the needle and sometimes holding my fabric. So, you know, I went back to a Q-snap for a while, and it did help. So, and I've been diamond painting a lot. So, anyway, all right. My other finish, okay, is a Lindy Stitches. This was I think this was February WIP Go. I think it was February WIP Go, even though I did finish it in February. I think it was like right before the end of February. I'll have to look. But this is, yes, this was her freebie that she gave out for Christmas. And it's like the best freebie ever. It was, you know, 6,000 or 7,000 stitches. I'm not sure exactly what the stitch count was off the top of my head. But I did it on 40 count oyster shell with one strand. Some of them are called 4 colors. I did use the Chris's Bonbon on the horse. Don't you just love that horse? Some DMC that was like at least similar, and then Color and Cotton for the sugar plums and the words. It's called Parlor. If you don't know that color from Color and Cotton, it's gorgeous. Let me just, I mean, it was perfect for it. but it's called Parlor, and it's kind of a burgundy, variegated, and I love it. So anyway, this is my 4th finished Lindy Stitches piece I've done, and I've done one every year since 2019. So I had gotten them together for a picture that I'll just put in there to show you. This one is actually, I'm going to store it away and only take it out at Christmas, I think, even though I love it. Yeah, it's going to be just coming out at Christmas, I think. So, yeah, I kept it out until now. The frame was from Amazon. Really inexpensive, an 8x8 frame. Is still a little too big. I mean, I think I was a little bit uncomfortable with the space around it, but I mean, I wasn't gonna professionally frame. So it would have been cute, but it's not exactly square, but it's in a square frame. So, okay. So before I get into my WIPs and plans, I have a new hobby that relates to the diamond painting and cross stitch, and my husband bought a 3D printer. Actually, he got 2 3D printers. One is a resin printer, and the other one is an FDM printer, is what they call them, where it uses this filament, this plastic filament that threads like a sewing machine and prints objects. And I've been printing all sorts of stuff for myself, and it's been a lot of fun to learn to work the machine and yeah, to print useful objects. So I just wanted to show you some of the things that I printed because they're hobby related. So the first thing that I was interested in was these diamond painting trays, but then I started getting into what can I print for a cross stitch. So that's what I'm going to show you first, because the trays that I printed are the best. Okay, so anyway, these are some sewing bobbins that I was trying to show you earlier that I've been printing, and they're only 2 layers, so they print really fast. And even though they're plastic, most of these so far, I just gotta let you know that these are free projects or projects that I paid for. I'm not designing these myself yet, even though I'm trying to get into learning how to do it. I thought I dropped one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Anyway, they're only 2 layers, so the plastic, so that makes them flexible. Sort of, you know, like, you know, they're not very durable. I've broken several just trying to get them off the bed sometimes. But they're just normal shape, normal size bobbins that go straight into your thing. And they're pretty, you know, useful. I would like to change the design a little bit myself. Like, if you use these on rings or something, there's not much support, or, you know, at the top. And then there's nowhere to put no real way to put your working thread. So like a thread drop, you know. I'm trying to get out the one that I've got. How I've got it, I've just got it tucked in my grime guard with the threads around it, and up and down for the working thread. So that's what I'm using it, how I'm using it, and they're lots of fun. So that is what I'd like to do after I show you all these things. Is I'd like to give away a sewing cross stitch package and a diamond painting package. Okay, so I'm just showing you some stuff that I've made. This one, I was trying to get into making cross stitch project cards. You know, this one almost failed. I haven't, this particular design, it's designed to be able to put a label, a paper label in there, but it took up the whole bed. That's what the printing area is called. It's called the bed, and it got off. I mean, it almost failed, is what I'm saying. It like slid on the layers somehow. But anyway, so this is still kind of a work in progress. But what I would like to show you is some sort of cross stitch project card. It can be 3D printed. They're very nice and sturdy. So this is another cross stitch one that I got. This is actually an ID badge holder that you put your, you can put it on a lanyard, and you put your business card or ID. I was thinking, I didn't get very prepared today apparently. But you can cross stitch on it. So you can have one side that is all cross stitched design. I have the working, I think it was like 40 by 70, or maybe it was 20 by 40, I don't know, I'll look it up. But you can put the groove in here to put your ID on it for another one. So I thought that was pretty cool. You could put your business card or your floss card or whatever you put on there. Okay, so on to what I've been making for diamond painting. These are the trays. These are the best trays I've been making. Okay, I bought this pattern, so it's copyrighted. I can't sell it, right? But I can give it away. So I wanted to share some of these trays in the diamond painting package. If you're interested, these are the ones I've been making. This is the large tray. It has a slide. It has a slide on top lid. I've been making these nozzles for them. This isn't actually the one that goes with it, but it works. See? Yeah. They're very nice trays. Like I said, they're copyrighted for personal use, and there's a small one, and I have a few colors so far. This is obviously a shiny teal. I've been working on it with a shiny purple, and I've got a few other colors too. So, and then I've got this thing. I just wanted to show it to you because it's really, really cool. Just pay no attention to the part. This is really just a decoration. It's called Radiant Blossom, and I bought some. I have didn't bring it in here, but I bought some LED lights, tea lights to put in there. First, I put a real birthday candle in there, and I almost melted it. The other side. That's what I was trying to hide from you guys. So don't do that. They melt. It's plastic, duh. But it's gorgeous. I'll have it set out on my diamond painting table, and it's just a decoration. This took like 19 hours and 45 minutes to print. It's just, anyway. Okay, so what I would like to do for the giveaways today is there's going to be a diamond painting package that I'd love to send you some trays and some other accessories or something, I don't know. And then for the cross stitch, I would love to send you some of the bobbins and a cross stitch project card and some fabric and floss, okay? I haven't picked them out yet, but it's just something nice to say. Thank you for subscribing and watching over the years, okay? So, what you need to do to enter, this giveaway is going to be open for, I don't know when my next video is. I want to say 2 weeks, but I know it takes a little bit longer, so, but I'm going to plan to announce the giveaway. Today is Monday, April 4th. So, yeah, we'll say that it'll run till the 18th, approximately, and then I'll cut it off and come back with the results, okay? So if you want to enter for the cross-stitching package, please, let's see now, the password that I'm going to have, just use a comment that that says, oh gosh, what am I saying? Well, let's see now. Oh, use the word soft, okay? Because it's got fabric and floss and stuff like that with it. And if you are interested in using, you're getting the diamond painting package, which is going to include some trays and probably a pin and some small stuff, then use the word shiny, because I just love these shiny shiny trays. Okay, so soft is for cross stitch, shiny is for diamond painting, and you are welcome to enter both. You're just not going to be able to win both, okay? So, yes, I think I've taken care of finishes and giveaways. The next part is going to be plans and whatnot, and I wanted to talk a little bit about diamond painting too. So let's see now, I just wanted to show you real quick my WIP Go piece for April. Actually, there was 2 projects called for April, but one of them I decided to UFO, and I guess I can talk about that too. But this is my other piece, which is a long dog sampler, and I'm excited to work on it because since it's monochrome and it's in black DMC, it's very low maintenance. It's on 40 count marzipan. This is the Pilgrim from Long Dog Samplers, and this is 56,000 stitches, so it's a big project. Looks like I got a smudge on the back of that fabric. So I'm approximately 9.6% finished with the Pilgrim, so I'm looking forward to working on that one this month. The other one, is for my WIP Go board was the Equality Sampler by Plum Street Samplers. And when I picked out that piece, I was really drawn to it by the title, because equality, even though it's kind of a, it's important to me, and I was drawn to it because of that. But then once I started just working on it and then thinking about it and looking at the design over and over again, I'll put a picture of it up, it started to really just make me feel a little uncomfortable. I don't really know how to explain why, just because well, the piece is about mostly Elizabeth Cady Stanton and her friends writing the Declaration of Sentiments, how they came up with it. Of course, it wasn't an original thought. They got it from somebody else, and the whole thing wasn't, they weren't, even though they claimed that all men and women are created equal, it seems like in their personal lives they didn't necessarily practice that. They were really concerned with middle and upper class white people, and that's part of history that we can't undo, of course, but I don't feel the need to preserve it like that. I have a lot of other cross stitch pieces to work on that don't give me those feelings in my head and make me feel like, what am I doing preserving this part of history that isn't necessarily the best or whatever. So there's other things to work on, that's all. It's no big deal. Yeah, so I UFO'd it. So that's all. And before I get too far gone, I want to take a time to put some diamond painting segments in here to show you what I've been doing, because yeah, I was diamond painting a lot there for a while. It is really fun. It's relaxing to me. I love the bright colors. The more color saturated those diamonds come out rather than cross stitch. I just love the contrast between the two. I like big looking projects, scale wise. So yeah, me and diamond painting are good friends. So here's that segment. Okay, this is Solar System by Darwin Art Club, and I'm getting close to the finish on it. I just finished the sun this week, and I did a lot. I've said before of glow-in-the-dark gems. I've got 4 different glow-in-the-dark drills on this one, and the sun has got lots of yellow and orange in there, which don't seem to glow very well compared to the whites and the blues. But then I found out on a group that you need a UV light to charge them up and to show them off. So I'm going to try to locate one of those before I finish it up and get it framed. It's supposed to go in my son's room, and I think he's really gonna like it, especially all the glow-in-the-dark ones. So I'll put a picture, I guess, of what it looks like more in the dark when I get a chance, because it's not dark now. So. And this is one that I started a month or two ago, also by Diamond Art Club. It's called Raining Fire, and the artist is Demetra Milan, and she has a series of these artworks with these ladies with, I guess, their spirit animals. I guess that's what I keep telling people, because there's like one with a woman and a fox, and a woman and a tiger, and this one is a woman and a bird. And I especially love the colors in this one. It reminds me of like the 80s or the early 90s. You know, it's got like really bright pastels and fluorescence kind of. So yeah, I love to listen to 80s music when I do this diamond painting. You know, I don't know, Blondie. That's kind of the 70s too. But, you know, just high energy, inspirational kind of, with a lot of instrumental tracks, dance music, you know, stuff like that. Really goes with this project really well. Okay. This is my most recent start. I wasn't really planning to start it. I wasn't really planning to buy it, really. But it is a limited edition release. Again, Diamond Art Club by an artist named Dean Russo. And I saw this is called Meditation Squares, and I just thought that it was so pretty. And we do kind of like, you know, Eastern looking stuff, and like it's got lotus flowers and the yoga person and the Om symbol. So anyway, then when I got it and showed it to my husband, he was like, wow, I'd love to have that in my office. So he encouraged me to start it, and so I did. So I'm trying to complete the square one at a time. There's 9 of them, and then, you know, that's how I normally go. When I complete diamond paintings, I like to start in the bottom right, and then go across the bottom, and then snake around. That's just the way I like to organize myself when I'm doing it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at so far. These were all squares that I was showing you, but, yeah, I am having a lot of fun, diamond painting currently, so. Okay, so those are my diamond painting projects, and, I expect to have a finish by the time, it would be nice. By the time I came back, it would be nice to have a diamond painting finish, because I haven't had one this year yet. And I'm getting close, and I really do need to finish the solar system one soon. So, anyway, thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to enter the giveaway. And, yeah. I hope you guys have a nice couple weeks, and I'll see you back here in a few weeks.